I wanted to talk about giving God the control. Psalm 23:4 says, "Even when I go through the darkest valley, I fear no danger, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." The analogy given in this verse is talking about the darkest valley. You will fear no evil when you're going through that. Think about yourself and the situations you go through. When you're walking through your darkest valleys, when you're going through your toughest times, when you're going and facing certain situations and circumstances that you feel aren't on your side and aren't in your control, do you find yourself trying to give yourself the power to be able to control that situation even though you know you can't? That shows a lack of faith, and I find myself doing that many times with certain situations where I want to reach my dreams and my aspirations, and I feel that there are things in the way where I can't control, and I try to put those in my own control. I try to put those in my own possession to be able to control them, which ultimately leads to me feeling more helpless and hopeless. So giving a personal story on being able to give God the control. Right now, I'm going into fall camp in a couple of days at the University of Michigan, my 4th year, competing for the first string spot on the offensive line. As it gets nearer and nearer, I'm finding myself feeling more stressful, doubtful, and nervous along the way. And as this is, as I'm feeling these things, I find myself trying to control the situation more and more and talk to myself about how I can make things better or fix a certain situation, circumstances, even in ways in which I can't control. And like I said before, that just leads to me feeling more hopeless and helpless. What I'm working on right now is really being able to let go and let God take control of the circumstance for myself, because that'll bring the most peace, the most strength in those situations when you really do have that faith. You're putting in the work for yourself, and you know that whatever you can't control, God is going to take over. God is going to open the doors for you in which He wants you to step in. And so what I would encourage you guys, as I'm trying to do myself right now, is find the specific verse or verses when you're feeling these certain types of way, when you're going through trials and tribulations and you feel that you're not letting go and giving it to God, and you're trying to hold on to it yourself. You're trying to give yourself the power, in which ultimately it won't work out, because only God has the power to take these things off of our shoulders, take these doubts and stresses off of our shoulders. So find the verse, that gives you peace and strength, because like it says in this verse, Psalm 23:4, God's rod and staff comforts me. Knowing that when you give it to God, He will ultimately comfort you. He knows your dreams, your aspirations, your goals. He has a path set out for you. As long as you're not trying to make it your own path, and you know that God's path is the way, is the truth, and is the right way for you to follow and live by. Control what you can control, and then give God the rest. Really be able to work on that, as it's something that I'm working on as well, and just, give God everything that I have. Show Him my faith by letting Him control what I can't. Thank you, guys.